In a small Indian town called Roorkee, electricity cut out almost every evening. Some families complained, some lit candles, and some simply went to sleep. But one young boy, Naveen, quietly walked up the stairs to the flat roof of his house. The sky above him was not just dark. It was alive. Millions of stars, shining like scattered diamonds. A cool breeze touching his face. The distant sound of crickets. The stillness of night. For many children, the sky was just a sky. But for Naveen, it was a question. A mystery. A calling. He would lie there for hours, watching the stars and wondering, how far is the moon? What lies beyond it? Can a simple boy from India ever reach there? What does it take to change the world? These are not normal questions for a child, but Naveen was not a normal child. Even before he understood the world, he was already dreaming beyond it. Naveen was born on September 6, 1959. His family was not wealthy. His father worked for the government, and as a result, the family kept moving from place to place, different towns, different houses, different schools. This meant Naveen never had a perfect childhood with the same friends or the same neighborhood. But this life taught him something powerful. If life keeps changing, you learn to change with it. Even though money was tight, values were rich. His parents taught him, be honest, work hard, stay humble, never complain, dream big, even if you start small. These values stayed with him forever. When Naveen started school, teachers quickly noticed one thing. He asked too many questions. Not troublesome questions, but deep ones. Why is something done this way? What if we can make it better? Why should I accept this rule without understanding it? Why not explore space? Sometimes teachers got irritated. Sometimes classmates laughed. Sometimes adults said he was thinking too big. But Naveen didn't stop. He believed that questions are the first step toward possibilities. He was not the top topper every year, but he was always one of the most curious. He enjoyed understanding, not memorizing. After finishing school, Naveen earned a seat at IIT Roorkee, one of India's most respected engineering colleges. Here, everything felt larger. Larger competition, larger dreams, larger opportunities. In IIT, everyone was smart. Everyone worked hard. But Naveen had something a little different, a restlessness to solve big problems. While other students focused on getting secure jobs, Naveen imagined new ways to use technology, new ways to help people, new ways to build the future. Even in those days, before computers became common, he sensed that technology would change human life. He didn't know how, he didn't know when, but he knew it would. After college, Naveen decided to do something that many young Indians dream of, but few dare with almost no money. He went to America. He landed there with one suitcase, very little money, no contacts, no warranties, but he carried the most important thing, courage. In the US, he worked extremely hard. He got jobs in companies like Unisys and later Microsoft. He worked long hours, learned quickly, and saved whatever he could. But something inside him felt restless. At Microsoft, he had an amazing job, good salary, good respect, a stable future. Yet every night, he felt the same thought pulling him. I was not born to maintain things. I was born to create. Something inside him kept whispering that he had to build something of his own. In 1996, Naveen finally listened to that inner voice. He left Microsoft and started his first company, InfoSpace. Today, everyone uses the internet every second. But in the 1990s, almost nobody understood it. Many believed the internet was just a trend that would fade away. But Naveen saw its future long before others. InfoSpace was among the first companies to offer online search services, phone directories, news, email features, downloadable content. Within a few years, InfoSpace became one of the fastest-growing companies in the world. Naveen became a billionaire. People called him brilliant. Newspapers wrote about him. He became a star in the tech world. But success rarely lasts without challenges. When the dot-com bubble crashed, thousands of internet companies fell apart. InfoSpace also faced major problems. Internal conflicts grew. Stock prices dropped. Media pressure increased. Eventually, Naveen had to step away from the company he had created. Most people would have broken at this point. Most people would have lost faith. Most people would have disappeared quietly. But Naveen was not most people. Life knocked him down, but he rose again. Naveen once said, "Failures are not the opposite of success. They're the path to success." He didn't sit at home feeling defeated. He didn't cry over what he lost. He didn't blame anybody. Instead, he asked himself, "What tough problem can I solve next?" This question became the center of his life. Naveen started Intellius, a company focused on information services and public data. Once again, people doubted him. Once again, he proved them wrong. Intellius grew into a major business and established Naveen as someone who could not just rise once, but rise again and again. But inside his heart, something was changing. He no longer wanted to build companies just for profit. He wanted to build companies that solved big problems for humanity. His dreams were getting bigger. His questions were becoming deeper. His vision was expanding beyond Earth. Literally. In 2010, Naveen made a decision that shocked even his close friends. He said he wanted to build a company that would go to the moon. Not joke, not fiction, a real company. People laughed. Scientists doubted him. Business experts said it was impossible. But Naveen believed. Impossible is just a word used by people with small imaginations. He founded Moon Express, a company with a goal to land on the moon, explore its resources, make space travel affordable, open the moon to private organizations. Everyone thought it was madness, until it happened. Moon Express became the first private company in history to receive permission from the U.S. government to land on the moon. It was a historic moment, a shift from government-only space missions to private innovation. The boy who once lay on a rooftop staring at the moon was now building machines to land on it. Even after achieving something as incredible as Moon Express, Naveen didn't slow down. Instead, he turned toward another global problem: human health. He noticed something strange. Billions of people suffer from chronic diseases. Medicines treat symptoms, not root causes. Each person's body reacts differently. Instead of asking, "How do we cure diseases?" Naveen asked, "How do we prevent them?" This led him to create Viome, a company that studies your body's internal environment, especially the microbiome, to suggest personalized nutrition and care. Viome aims to prevent diseases before they start, identify root causes, help people live healthier lives, redesign healthcare as we know it. Viome's technologies eventually earned important medical approvals and global recognition. Naveen was no longer just an entrepreneur. He was becoming a world transformer. Naveen's thought process is different from most people. He believes, 1. You don't need to be an expert to solve a problem. Curiosity is more important than experience. 2. Big problems create big opportunities. If something looks too big to fix, that means you found the right challenge. 3. Failure is just learning. You don't fail when you fall. You fail when you stop. 4. Never start a company. Start a mission. Money comes and goes, but meaning stays forever. 5. People who laugh at your ideas today will admire them tomorrow. This mindset helped him do things people once thought were impossible. Despite achieving incredible things, Naveen is known for being humble. He loves spending time with his family, his wife Anu, and their children. He teaches them the same values he learned as a child. Stay grounded. Be honest. Work hard. Think big. He often jokes about his failures. He openly talks about how many times he struggled. He believes sharing failures helps others stay brave. Today, Naveen is invited across the world. Universities, conferences, technology forums, global events. But he doesn't go there to show off. He goes to inspire others. He tells young people, the world's biggest problems are waiting for you. Your background does not define your future. If people call your idea crazy, that's a good sign. Dreams have no borders. People listen because his life proves these words are true. Sometimes, Naveen ends his speeches by sharing a simple memory. A small boy lying on a rooftop in India, staring at the sky. He reminds people that the journey from that rooftop to Moon Express was not made by luck, money, special connections, or genius. It was made by belief, hard work, courage, curiosity, never giving up. The sky that once looked unreachable became his playground. When people ask him what he sees in the future, Naveen smiles and says, humans living on multiple planets, diseases being predicted before they appear, AI helping people live better lives, abundance replacing scarcity, education becoming accessible to all, health becoming personalized, space becoming open to everyone. He talks not like someone who is guessing, but like someone who is building that future. Naveen stood on stage during a tech conference, cameras flashing, cool blue spotlights illuminating the scene. The InfoSpace logo glowed behind him. He smiled humbly as reporters captured every moment. His journey from a small Indian boy asking questions to a tech visionary was being recognized by the world. Naveen became a billionaire. Yet, despite towering skyscrapers and headlines praising him, he remained grounded. Success did not change his values. He knew that true achievement was not just wealth. It was the ability to make a difference. But success is fragile. When the dot-com bubble burst, InfoSpace and many others suffered massive setbacks. Employees looked worried, stock charts plunged, and the media pressed hard. Naveen stood calm but serious, realizing challenges were part of the journey. He walked through the empty office, chairs pushed aside, monitors off. The cool pale moonlight entered through tall windows. Reflective and composed, he understood that every fall is a lesson, not an end. Eventually, he left the company he had built, holding a cardboard box with his belongings. Light rain reflected on the city sidewalk. His shirt slightly wrinkled, he felt calm but pained. Yet he knew his journey was far from over. In a quiet park, Naveen reflected on his path. The pale blue sky above seemed to whisper possibilities. He asked himself again, what tough problem can I solve next? This question had become his compass in life. Determined to rise again, Naveen stood by a large window overlooking the city. Cool blue light outlined his silhouette. With a notebook open before him, filled with new ideas, he prepared to build something bigger and more meaningful. He founded Intellius, an information services company. In a small office, whiteboards filled with diagrams, he explained his vision to the team. People doubted him, but he calmly showed them the possibilities. Night after night, he worked relentlessly, coding, analyzing, building. Screens glowed in the cool, dark office. Empty coffee mugs scattered across the desk. His determination burned brighter than ever. Intellius grew into a major business. In press conferences, Naveen stood confidently, yet humbly behind the podium, journalists taking notes. He proved again that perseverance and vision can turn doubt into success. But Naveen's dreams were not confined to Earth. At home, he studied moon images and spacecraft sketches. His eyes reflected excitement, curiosity, and the urge to explore new frontiers. In 2010, he announced Moon Express at a space tech event. The giant screen behind him displayed the moon and the company logo. Silhouettes of the audience watched in awe. He gestured confidently, declaring his dream to take private space exploration to the moon. People doubted him. Business experts shook their heads. Scientists raised eyebrows. But Naveen remained calm, confident in the vision of lunar exploration and making space accessible to all. Inside the laboratory, he supervised engineers assembling lunar rovers and spacecraft prototypes. His face reflected pride and focus, translating childhood dreams into real, tangible machines. Then came a historic moment. The U.S. government granted Moon express permission for a private moon landing. Cameras flashed, lights glowed cool blue, and Naveen stood victorious yet humble, knowing that childhood wonder had become reality. He held a small container of simulated moon soil, reflecting on the journey from rooftop stargazing to building machines that could touch the moon. Emotion, wonder, and gratitude filled him. Even after conquering space, he turned to Earth's biggest problem: human health. He studied data showing rising chronic diseases and recognized that most medicine treats symptoms, not causes. He founded Biome to understand each person's internal microbiome. Presenting to his team, he explained how personalized nutrition and care could prevent disease before it began. In a high-tech lab, holographic data floated around him. He walked beside scientists, pointing out discoveries, his expression curious and visionary. He observed the complex interplay of gut bacteria and cellular pathways, fascinated by how microscopic systems could redefine human health. Biome achieved critical medical approvals. In a press room, with reporters photographing the moment, Naveen stood proudly but humbly, knowing he was helping millions live healthier lives. He shared his life philosophy at universities and conferences: curiosity over expertise, failures as learning, and big challenges as opportunities. Students listened, inspired by his journey from small-town dreams to global impact. Close up, he engaged with students one-on-one, signing notebooks, answering questions, encouraging them to think bigger than themselves. His warmth and wisdom left a lasting impression. Sometimes, he returned to the rooftop of his childhood. Standing under the same stars and moon, he reflected on a lifetime of dreams, failures, courage, and achievements. His eyes reflected the moon, now a symbol of Moon Express and his fulfilled childhood dream. A soft breeze lifted his hair. Wonder, gratitude, and accomplishment shone in his expression. Looking to the future, Naveen envisioned humans living on multiple planets, diseases predicted before they appear, AI improving lives, abundance replacing scarcity, education for all, health personalized, and space open to everyone. He stood confidently, hands in pockets, a visionary shaping a limitless future.
Thanks for watching this inspiring journey. If you want more stories that spark motivation and growth, make sure you subscribe to this channel.